Hi guys, this is namkraftvn and welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. We're going to be watching once again PSL. This is going to be season of 24, season 1, round 2, quarterfinals number 2. We have 4 quarterfinals. The first one was underway already between Royal and Barracks. Check out the series if you've not watched it. The next one is going to be between Zelot and nOOB. Protoss versus Zerg here. And by the way, the other players in this is going to be, we will have Snow also at some point. Who else is going to be? I think Sack will be in it. Then some names I actually don't know. Let me just just quickly put it on screen for you so you can see. Here are the players that I know will be playing. With the exception of Soki. There's going to be Snow, Royal, Barak, Sharp, Bishop, Zelot, and nOOB. And there's going to be a Zerg whose name I don't recognize. So we shall see his face when it becomes. What's wrong with my mouse? When it becomes, visible for us. But yeah. Anyways, nOOB versus Zelot. So these guys are what I would call, or who I would term, kind of B ranked or C ranked players. I've seen Zelot once or twice in KCM in the last year. It's the same with nOOB. They actually play on LadderNet with Flash a lot because, the players who actually don't make it to the pro tournaments, they play on LadderNet. Anyways, yeah, we're going to be having Nexus and Forge. This is a very classical opening coming from nOOB. By the way, so don't get confused because Zelot is a Zerg player, even though his name is Zelot. Okay, this might be a slight problem here for nOOB because, okay, it looks like Zerling. Two pair of Zerlings were made. Only one pair of Zerling actually going to be used to actually go and harass. The other 2 Zerlings are going to try to stay back and take care of this probe. This probe is almost dead. One more hit, it would die. No, it's going to be 2 more hits. Anyways, Zerling's going to be arriving very soon at the opening of nOOB. He's going to need to hold it with like a gateway or something like that. Looks like we're going to be having the probe still running around. Looks like the Zerling's actually able to get inside the main. If you take a look at the bottom right of the screen, looks like Zelot has slipped his Zerglings into the main. Zelot's Zerglings. I mean, this is a freaking tongue twister. Zelot's Zerglings are very zealous. Try to say that and get confused. Yeah, this is terrible from nOOB. I mean, this is no wonder why his name is nOOB. He chooses, the alias that best fit his playstyle. Anyways, at least this probe is safe. 1 Zerling died though, so I guess Zelot is a nOOB as well. But yeah, we're gonna be having 3 hatcheries behind this, so Zelot could be thinking of something like 3 hatch hydras. As probe, we need to run away. Slow, very slow reaction, I think. Okay, 3 hatch hydras. You wanna actually just gonna get the game over with very, very quickly. Trying to win in a very, very cheap and cheeky manner. But that's fine because we will still have 3 games ahead of us. Okay, this Zerling is being very, very annoying. By the way, let's take a look at the win rates once again because maybe it's going to be to actually tell us some stories as to who might be winning this series. Yeah, my mouse has some huge problem, guys. Maybe if I click with the soft mouse. Yeah. Okay, my soft mouse works, but not my hard mouse. Okay, I don't mean that to be sexual, but it just comes out very, very sexual. Yeah, so I need to use my soft mouse and not my hard one. Yeah, so Zelot, Zerg player against Protoss, 33% win rate out of, what is that, 3 games. So he won 1 game out of 3. And nOOB, Protoss player against Zerg, he's won 35%. So both players have very, very cheap win rates. So that's fine, I don't blame them. Hydralisk revealed. Oh my god, Zelot is such a nOOB, and nOOB is so lucky. Zelot's gonna try to buy nOOB's Zelot is gonna be trying to buy some time inside of Zelot's base. We're gonna be having the Stargate coming up now. We do still have that Zerling still being very annoying in the main. Hydra's gonna start to flood out, so no more upgrades that can complete on that Forge. This other Zelot's gonna try to come in and take care of that Zerling. Of course, you don't really need that Zelot right in the front right now. Maybe in 30 seconds or so you will need it. But this other Zelot is coming out here looking for some kind of openings, and Zelot is aware of that Zelot's risk, so it's gonna try to send some of the Hydras around to look for that Zelot. Looks like Zelot is not able to find the Zelot, so it's gonna have to back up now. Cannon's gonna come up. Maybe these 2 cannons will cover for the Forge. No, it will not cover for the Forge. And very unfortunate for Zelot, he's completely missed that Zelot. It's gonna go back now, and we're gonna be having 2 Zelots blocking the front of nOOB's base now. what's happening? A lot of Hydras. This Zelot's gonna be very smart here, hanging out at the inner 1030 position. 3 cannons going up, 4 cannons going up. Of course, behind this, do we have Corsair? We need to actually have Corsair actually to see the situation as well. Overlords are going to be running out. One more Hydra is more. Of course, that Hydra is going to be heading directly towards Noob's base, and that's going to allow the Zelot a little bit of a chance to go for the counter attack. And the Zelot's going to try to attack Zelot's third base now, whereas the Zelot's in front of Noob's second base going to try to stop the Hydra's advancement. This Zelot is being very poorly microed by Noob, and Zelot's Hydra's going to take out the Zelot. We're going to be having another Zelot coming out to attack now, and this Zelot is going to get chased away. We're at the 6 minute and 14 second of the game. Zelot, the player, has got 43 supply. Zelot, the controller, has got 42 supply. The game is going to be very much even, of course, but I think this is a little bit of over cannon building now. I think 7-8 cannon is not really needed, but maybe just gonna be fearing that it's just way too much Hydras. Anyways, it's gonna be a replacement Forge in the back. Course is gonna try to do some damage. Cancel your cannon, man. You don't need that many cannons. Okay, I guess you do need, because there's a lot of Hydras. Anyways, this other Zelot's gonna try to check for the top left. There's nothing opening there, so it's gonna try to go back. Do we have Hive? Excuse me, Lair? I don't see Lair anywhere. There's no Lair. This Corsair, we need to run away. The Overlord is almost dead, but that doesn't mean that the Corsair can actually have some openings. He's gonna have to hide in the corner somewhere. Hydras are looking for some kind of openings. He's gonna try to take out the Forge. I think that Zelot has delayed his Hydras, range upgrade considerably there. I'm not so sure if that was by design or not, because he was able to attack that Forge a while ago, but he only attacked it until now. Actually, if that Forge has been upgrading, it would have been finished like miles and leagues away, ago. But maybe that's just gonna be the state of thing, right? Because Starcraft is a constant game of cat and mouse. You cannot say if, right? Because if you say if, then your enemy can also say if, right? So if Noob has gone for the upgrade on that Forge, then Zelot would have just upgraded his Hydras range a little bit faster, and he would specifically target that Forge, and that Forge would get cancelled. So there's no if in Starcraft. There's only, Starcraft is like life. You only have one chance to do what you need to do, right? If you were able to relive your life and rebuild and reconstruct, you will not necessarily have a better chance, because your enemy will be able to actually deflect what you're doing by scouting, by guessing, making educated guesses, and so forth. Anyways, a lot of Forge going to be going up inside of New Space. He's behind, man. He's behind the supply because he's invested so much money in those cannons. You don't need that many cannons to hold against these many Hydralists. Especially when you have 3 Zelot in the front. But now the chance is going to be for him to go for a mid-game push. If you can go for a mid-game push, try to expand on that third base on the high ground, and try to keep it, of course, on this map. The third base doesn't have gas, but it's on the high ground, so it's slightly still very good. By the way, I don't have the stats for this map, Polypoid. Do I have it? No, I guess I'll try to pull it for the next game if I actually have time to do it. But anyways, Corsair is checking out for the decision. He will see the Hydras hiding in the corner. There's a 4th base going up, and it is going to be up to Noob to move out now. It looks like the Hydras are still holding the containment right outside of Noob's base. Okay, the Corsair spots the 3 hatcheries at the third base, as well as the lair. Lurker's gonna get deployed, so the moment to move out, I think, is gonna be now or never. Unless he's thinking of making some Dragoons in the process. Of course, Robo is done, so he will have some offs, but he will not have Dragoons. Actually, we need to destroy the cannon. The build from Noob is just so Noob. It's so bad. He's gonna be below on the low ground. He needed to break out a long time ago. This Corsair, we need to run now. Why even attack? Okay, we will have a drop. This might turn the tide of the game around, because looks like we have Overlords without speed. The Spire is gonna get created. That's fine. The Corsair will get sniped, right? The Corsair will need to run away. Looks like the Corsair dies. And do we have Dark Templar inside the Shadow? I don't know. There's gonna be a probe just hiding there. The Shadow is gonna land. The Shadow, oh my god, he's gonna land something. He's gonna land a single Dark Templar. Of course, he's gonna try to attack the Hydras. He snipe out a single Hydras. There is no Overlord in the main. The Shadow is flying right back. The drones are running away. 2 kills, and the Shadow is gonna get sniped. Maybe not. Looks like the Shadow lives for the time being, and there's a lot of destructions inside the main, but finally that Dark Templar is destroyed. Noob's chance to move out is now. He needs to move out now. He's got some Dragoons on the low ground. The Lurker's going to be on the high ground. He needs to move towards the left side and forget about the high ground at all. Just, when you play as Protoss and you engage a Zerg army, you need to attack only one side. and then let the Storm take care of the other side. If your enemy dares to go for the counter attack, you're gonna have to cast a Storm, do a Dragoon shot, and cast a Storm and do a Dragoon shot. That is my advice to him. He's getting ready to it. Looks like everyone is gonna get ready for an epic battle. Zelot's new base is just completed, so he's gonna have fresh drones sent to that base now. What is he doing? What is Noob's plan? He has got some forces in the area, but he's not engaging correctly. And we are going to be having some mutualists. So unless he decides to break out now or never, we cannot be young forever. He's going to decide to move. No, what is this? This Overlord coming in for a Dark Templar drop? Excuse me, a Lurker drop maybe? No, this is a fake. There's nothing inside. There's nothing inside. It's going to attack the front now. And that was a good strategy. Looks like the Lurker is going to fall apart. The Dragoon is going to be able to do some good shot, but we need to have more reinforcing storms. Going to attack the left side. Like I told you, attack only one side, not both. Hydra's going to come down side and he will eat the storms, but no more Hydra. Remember, we do have some storms still saved up for the the next engagement. Looks like the Dragoon's going to try to move towards the left side now and let the Hydra just come towards the storm. And that was a nice attack. So that's going to be good here. He needs to make a decision. He's going to storm very nicely as well, but Hydras are still very high in numbers. Zelot is going to try to hold this area. Noob's going to get on the high ground. He does some more good storm and morph into Archon. So this base is clear out. We still have Lurkers on the left side. They're going to get cancelled. So wow, Noob has broken out and he's ahead temporarily by about 20 supplies. Zelot don't have leg. Very interesting that he's built this build that goes for primary Dragoons and no Zelot leg, and we're going to be having that Overlord seeing exactly what he needs to see. He might switch to Mutualist at some point. We're going to be having Dragoons coming back just to kill a single Overlord. That was kind of very funny. Why do you need to kill a single Overlord with just like, with your 5 or 6 Dragoons? Going to be going for some cannon because we still have, chance of a drop. There's going to be a shuttle flying around. He's looking for some kind of openings, and he does find an opening. He's going to be able to actually go for a storm drop. He lands a single high temper that does a good storm. That is a beautiful, magnifique storm. That is what the French will say. Superbe or magnifique. Bravo, extraordinaire is what they would say in France. I don't know what they say in Germany or Poland or wherever you're from, so please let me know, how would you call that situation in your language? What is the thing that would come out of your mouth to describe your joy and pleasure of watching such a sight? Muses reveal themselves. Wow. Noob has finally expanded towards the third base. A single Dark Templar sent towards the top left would be very nice. But of course, Noob doesn't know about that. He's not yet aware of that situation. He's going to be just gearing up here for some kind of defense here. We're going to be having cannons going up everywhere. Zelot start to have leg now, so at least Noob is actually going to be on even footing now. He's going to try to pull back with a single high templar hiding in the corner. Mitch is going to try to come out and look for some kind of opening. He's going to fly in the main. We might even have a drop at some point, but Dragoons are waiting to intercept here. Okay, we have 2 Zealots starting to move towards the left side, so these 2 Zealots is going to be actually disrupt that left base, and we're going to be having a huge drop. Okay, getting ready here. The Lurkers deployed at just the right moment. These Zealots need to back down. They need to back down, and we're going to be having Michus coming into the main. There are some cannons and a single high templar. They need to storm. He's not storming. What is he doing? He does a storm against the cannon, and those Michus are damaged as hell. One cannon will fall. The other cannon is still alive. Only 4 Michus remaining. Dragoons are attacking nicely, so those Michus have nowhere to go. This is a failed attack, and Noob is ahead by in supply now. This Zelot needs to actually go somewhere and attack. He's got a Zelot just hanging there and chilling, enjoying the view of the creep. But now the ground army for Protoss is going to be looking very dangerously, so that's going to be good. I mean, come on. Noob, you have 450 APM and you cannot micro 2 Zealots at the top left of the screen, and he's going to be losing that Zelot now, and he will know that there's going to be something on the left side. But this attack on the high ground is looking fatal because there's only 4 Lurkers, 5 Lurkers, and a couple of Hydras. The Hydras are actually not involved in the battle. Finally, they get involved, but we're going to be having Storm against those Lurker position, and these Hydras are going to get completely toasted. One more Storm against the second group on the left side would be great here. At the last minute, every single Hydras get killed out, so I guess this high ground is going to be one attack. Finish up the battle. He's going to try to do that and regain and gain this high ground. Once he gains the high ground, the Zerg is going to be in some serious trouble. We might have a counter attack though by Hydras on this side of the map. I'm not so sure, but for the timing, it is going to be Noob who gains the high ground advantage here, and Zelot is behind by about 20 supplies. Got some Hamish coming out to try to harass something, but he's got nothing. The army is so thin for him. He's going to be having more storm. Maybe the Hydra is looking to do some kind of attack. We're going to be having Hamish coming from the back. That's a lot of mutas. And are there going to be enough Dragoons to actually kill them or not? Looks like we're going to be having some small storm. There's going to be reinforcement from the back. This Archon is going to be doing some 6 damage, but the Dragoon's going to start to move. It into actually move further and actually try to take out the hatchery. Hatchery is going to look to cast a storm now. Zelot's coming to reinforcement on the back. It's going to be a crazy battle. It's going to have a great storm against some other hatcheries and actually morphing into Archon just to buy some time. This Archon is going to try to be buying some time. Dragoon's going to attack nicely here. We still have 2 more high templates waiting in position. Those Mutalists are doing a good job of slowing down the Zelot advancement, but he's going to be losing his expansion. The Archon comes online now. There's going to be a single lurker in the back, and this is a nice comeback from nOOB. I thought he's a noob, but he's just a semi-noob, not a full-time, fully employed, on payroll kind of noob. But this base is going to be falling here, so Zelot's possibly going to be losing the first game. The Archon's going to breach the egg now. These Mutalists cannot do anything. Where's this? Okay, the Spire is in the main, so actually if the main is breached, there's going to be no more Spire. Mutalists going to try to snipe something, but beautiful storm. Zelot's also reinforcement from the back. The Archon can get on high ground now. Everything's gonna get on high ground, and there's gonna be very few things that Zelot can do. Is need to actually make Sunkens maybe, but there's nothing to make. He's behind by about 60 to 70 supply. Zelot's attacking. These Mutalists are doing 0 damage against the Archon. He's gonna try to snipe like Zelots. That's not good. And GG! What a freaking nice comeback from nOOB. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.